Um, excuse me. Have you seen Wraith? Yay high, my height, kind of looks like me, kind of like a twin, right? Have you seen anyone of that? What are you looking at? Were you just checking me out? Wait, can you not? Like, excuse me. Okay, so where'd you get your jacket, by the way? It's a really nice. You're just gonna be on your phone while I'm talking to you? That's really rude, by the way. That's super rude. Can you stop being on your phone while I'm talking to you? Okay, I'm trying to have a conversation. See, this is why most men are single, okay? Because us women, right, we walk up to you, try to have a nice little conversation, and then you just don't give eye contact. You're too busy on your fucking iPhone, you know, generation ZXY 17, all right? Are those tits I just saw on Instagram? Huh? What are you following? The one thing I want to say though, and I really mean this, and I really mean this right now. I don't think the L-Star is broken in the regular game. I was using the L-Star yesterday in ranked, and like I was doing damage and stuff, but it wasn't as overpowering as a lot of people think. It definitely is a strong gun. It's not like, I feel like in arenas it's totally different. Now, with that being said, I think in arenas it needs a nerf, but I don't know how, right? The only thing I can think about is lowering the ammo. I think it's a more powerful weapon. And what I found was there is just absolutely no reason to buy any other gun except a wingman and an L-Star. And I really mean that. You know, R301 is a mid-range gun, but so is the L-Star. I think for what the L-Star can do and what the L-Star is, or there's no other point in rocking an R301. There's no point in rocking an R9. If you have a really good shot, that would be the only reason. People like Hal, I was watching Hal, he likes using the flatline, which I think is a good choice. I think the flatline is a really good close range weapon as well. I think the flatline is another choice that a lot of people rock. So what I want to talk about in arenas is I want to talk about round one strats versus, like, depending on, you know, difficulty of levels and things like that. There's definitely ways to play round one, round two. If you know you're playing against a good squad, I think a round one, round two is, you know, the first two rounds kind of set the tone. But it's also one of those things where you have to understand that the money carries over. So round one is going to be, for me, always specific choice is going to be an L-Star, 2 nades, and Mozambique, right? And I think the 2 grenades are just very important. You can also buy L-Star battery, depending if you don't want to rock the nades or not. You just kind of want to, you know, rock the battery. But it also depends on what legend you play. A lot of the times, I play Pathfinder, and I always go for the pills. Now, in arenas, the way that if you're playing a random squad that you know you're just gonna mop, like if you're playing with the 3 stack and you know you're just gonna win it, I'd say get the pill with like Pathfinder or a movement legend. Get the 2 batteries, get the Phoenix kit, get the med kit, and then get 1 point of money. It definitely depends on what map you're playing, but if you feel like your team is just gonna mop through, just grab 1 money, play it through. If you're playing against a really good squad, getting as much money as possible to carry over into round 2, I feel like is really important, because if you control the money and have more money than the enemy team and get the pill in the beginning, you're setting the tone for your round 2 to be really strong. Because if you get 2 points of money in a round 2, you're walking away with double battery Eva, right? And an upgraded gun. Such as the L-Star, which brings me to my next point of why I think the L-Star is just the #1 choice for a gun right now. Because of how cheap it is, it allows you to buy so much more. It allows you to buy an extra scan on Bloodhound. It allows you to buy an extra, an ultimate ability on Pathfinder. It can also allow you to buy a round 2 backpack on Lifeline. There's so much that the L-Star allows you to do simply for it being a really good gun. The problem with the L-Star isn't necessarily the fact of its damage and just its overall like usage. It's more so because it's stupid cheap and doesn't need attachments. You know, because theoretically when you're playing arenas, right? Let's say you buy a level 2 R301. I think that's like $850. I think it is. I think it's $850, and it looks like this, right? And you're getting a 240 bullets. It looks like this. You're spending $750 versus the L-Star, which I think is like $550. So you're getting like, you know, a potential battery, 2 cells, and a nade or things like that. But like we could look at the damage now when you're shooting somebody, right? When you're shooting somebody, I just did 350 damage, and now I'm reloading, repositioned, right? When I can just be like, You see what I'm saying? Like, you're just constantly putting this pressure down, this constant fire, and just consistently doing damage. It allows me to get more utility, more kit, ultimate abilities, things like that. So it's just a super, 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 super strong weapon in specific to arenas. That's why I think the L-Star is really, really good in that regard. Again, it just allows for so much. It's the whole point of being cheap. So there's another strat that you can do. I specifically think this only works on artillery. Round 1 artillery, if it's going high ground. There's actually a strat that was actually introduced to me by someone I was playing with. But I was playing with Bradley Martin. And his friend was like, I'm going to buy an Eva. And I want to buy a jump pad. And I was like, on round 1? And he's like, yeah. This round 1 jump pad on artillery on high ground. I'll make sure to show you guys. But what he was doing is we walk up. He was placing a jump pad. And you bounce up onto their high ground before they take the zip with an Eva shotgun. A lot of times in the round 1, when you get in someone's face with an Eva shotgun, most players are rocking a wingman. They're rocking an alternator. They're rocking an L-Star, which is probably, I say wingman, you know, L-Star is the best. But sometimes players are just rocking the Mozambique, just trying to, like, you know, trying to save for the future rounds. With an Eva shotgun, as long as you hit your shots, is an extremely effective way to just surprise your opponent. Not only that, Rampart on artillery is, I would say Rampart's strongest map is artillery, because she's given the freedom while her team pushes to just kind of, you know, do their thing. I would say, as of right now, a strat that I've thought in my head is Rampart wall with a round 1 Sentinel. Now, a round 1 Sentinel is really, really good if you are able to charge it up and place your wall. I think as of right now, the way the meta stands is going to be Pathfinder and Bloodhound are 100% pick. They're 100% pick or 95% pick. If you don't, I think Bloodhound is probably better, because Bloodhound just gives you those scans. It just gives you information, especially on a very, very small map. Having that information, having that ultimate, having those scans, I think Bloodhound is an absolute 100% pick. Pathfinder can be, I think, is probably like a 90% pick. I think Pathfinder is really, really strong, but can be substituted with, let's say, Octane, Rampart. I guess you could play Wraith and stuff like that. Wraith is not a bad choice as well for being aggressive, poke, get out. Pretty good. I don't think Loba's that strong. Her ultimate is not as strong as a lot of people think. I would much rather have a Lifeline player on my team. Lifeline with the backpack, as of right now, as Arena stands, is broken. It's unlimited backpack usages. Crypto in Arena is, I feel like crypto, okay, so this arenas can get super, super Overwatchy very, very quickly. The reason I say that is, let's say the play is Octane jump pad, crypto ultimate, and into a Gibraltar, right? You're jumping in with Octane, your Gibraltar throws down a bubble, boom, there's the EMP that goes off. Let's say they're all top of ship. You're immediately controlling the battlefield. They're 50 HP down, right? Or we can do, what about Rev Ultimate with an Octane jump pad with Gibraltar, right? It allows you to kind of, in a sense, you're almost playing Overwatch at this point, right? So theory crafting, like abilities and stuff like that, can almost guarantee you a round. I don't think Valk ult is good by any means in Arena. Like, it can be on certain maps. I think more so on the tree map, where like you have very, very opposite points and you can kind of get positioning and kind of depending on where everybody is. I don't think Valk is that good in terms of her ultimate. I think Valk brings a lot of movement, and her utility with her Q is really good. But as of right now, the meta, she's whatever. Bangalore is a good choice. The only thing with Bangalore is you can fuck your team really bad. Because of the point at higher tiers, and I would even say at lower tiers, Bloodhound is like 100% pick because of the scans. So imagine playing Bangalore, pop a smoke, you're popping your Q as as Bloodhound. He just Qs, and if you try to push through the smoke, you just get beamed because everybody sees you. So I think Bloodhound is a big scan. If they're not playing Bloodhound, which you don't get picks and bans, I think you just lose on that end. The way that the meta stands right now, in my personal opinion, this is all my opinion. The guns right now, like, I know I'm going to get a lot of people. I know I'm going to get a lot of people that are going to come in here and be like, you can use the Spitfire, you can use the R3. I slap with the R301. I'm going to tell you right now, you can slap with these certain guns. But the most consistent and most overpowering weapons that really, really apply a ton of pressure is going to be the L-Star, and it's going to be the Wingman, and it's no contest. Like, you can use a flatline. You can use an R3. You are going to get beamed on certain rounds. You are going to get hurt. But it's the cost effectiveness of the L-Star, and it's the damage of the wingman. And it's the damage of the L-Star as well. But the L-Star allows you to buy so much more utility in a game where utility is king, right? Nades are super, super, super important. There's a strat on ship that you can do. It's basically, I almost call it like a Gibraltar barrage without the Gibraltar. You all sky nade on ship. Sky nade, sky nade, sky nade, send it, right? All these nades are raining down from above. You're taking top of their ship. Now they lost their advantage of playing high ground, right? Like, that's a strat. That I can see people doing that. It was done to me. You're automatically forced to play low ground, and now you're playing low ground. Our Bloodhound will scan your ship, and now we know exactly where you're positioned. We know where you are. You know what I'm saying? So in the competitive mindset that I'm thinking of, I think there's a lot of counterplay, and there's a lot of plays that you can make. One of which is my Pathfinder play, where you grapple into the portal map and you throw a sky nade and it does, potential 100 damage off the rip, or getting out of the portal, grappling to the bins. I think the safest bet right now, like the two comps that are going to be played the most, in my opinion, is going to be Pathfinder, Bloodhound, Lifeline, or Gibraltar, because your Gibraltar player pretty much allows you to get guaranteed meds simply throwing his dome, going inside the bubble, holding it, right? Like, you're not going to go in there against a Gibraltar with a shotgun. You're just not, right? Unless you have a counter Gibraltar. I think Gibraltar, depending on who your Gibraltar player is, I think there's a lot of advantage. Yeah, I think Lifeline right now, I think Lifeline is one of the strongest legends in Arena, simply because of the backpack. Even though she doesn't have her shield wall, she just brings so much to the field. With her heal, you are able to hold an angle and kind of bait a little bit. What I'm going to show a couple Pathfinder runs and just show you how I play Pathfinder, like getting pills, getting getting pills and getting the materials. That's kind of going to be your bread and butter. So this is the tree map. So this is the tree map. So this is, in my opinion, the tree map is going to be one of the most even maps. So this, again, right here is going to be, this is like right here. This is like ideal comp. What I like, what this allows you to do too, is you see your opponents. So you get to see what they're playing, which is big. Octane, Bang, Blood. So Bangalore is like, you can kind of see how they're going to play. Round one, super important. So I know that this is Portal. So here's what I do, right? I know this is Portal. I'm playing Pathfinder. When I know it's on Portal, I know it's going to end on this side. I'm actually going to do a strat where it's a super, super aggressive strat. It doesn't work every single time, but you need to learn sky nades. So sky nades or cooked grenades. That's why I buy L-Star, Mozambique, 2 frag grenades, and you're going to see, have your nade out. So so it saves time for the animation, and you're going to queue as soon as the round starts. Into the portal. They're going to come out of the portal. And you're going to sky nade it. I'm going to watch where they are. So 79 damage. I'm going to watch where they are again. That was a good scan. He's behind the box. Sky nade again. He's right here, holding the angle. 63. So 2 cracked off of the nades, right? So I know he's dead on the right side. So now I'm going to grab the money. So we need to regain our high ground here. Now, we cracked 2 of them. We got the meds. I'm going to get really aggressive so we can get the trade off. Okay. Can I get a batter? So this is big. So the meds are, to me, gives me the battery. They're cracked. They have 2 cells each. They do not have meds. We lost our Bloodhound scan, which this is really important. So really aggressive. I hit him for 150. That's what Pathfinder allows you to do that. You don't need to peek. So the thing about arenas is you don't need to be overly aggressive, right? Like, you can literally take your time because it's a 3v3. It's not this, oh, I'm going to get third partied, right? So we got money. Now it's Portal again. But now that we got money, this allows us to buy. So 400, 100, 200. So it's actually 300. So it's 700, right? So 700 versus if I buy the R3, I can only even get, look at this, 6, 8. So buying 1 battery, I think, is fine for me. I'm gonna make sure my nade's out. I'm gonna grapple into the portal. So the grenade's gonna come out. I think they're late. Crack 2, 100. I'm actually gonna get stupid aggressive here. And I'm gonna pop my battery. I see him right here. It's a good dome. Allows me to be aggressive. It's 2 down. So my teammate's going the right. So I'm gonna back up. And then I'm gonna go in. You see? So you're basically the grapple into the portal and then the sky nades that you're throwing. It allows you to get to the portal first, throw your nade. It's not gonna work on higher tiers because in higher tiers people move. So now that we have 800 to buy, this is that third round where am I gonna be the Pathfinder that's grabbing the heals or am I gonna be the Pathfinder that's going to be aggressive? I don't think I want heals this round. I think I'm not gonna grab the pills, right? So I want to buy a double battery, 2 grenades, and then a shotgun. This allows me to have 1 extra. Probably gonna buy some cells and call it a day. I'm not really worried about the med kit because I want more shield than health. So this is the other map. This is the other side. The other side with Pathfinder is you always want to slide in the middle. Slide, you know, I tend to jump on the corners, so I get that little speed boost right there. And I grapple about right here. This usually gets me to the pills pretty quickly. I grab all the heals, and then I'm out. There is a counter to me doing that. So I hit him for about, what, 100? So because I have information on my left, I'm just gonna... He's got bubble, and then I'm gonna push the... They're gonna push the bubble. Oh. That sucks. Actually didn't expect him to be there. So we didn't grab the money. That's really bad, right? So now they have double money. So now they have double advantage, right? So now we have to pick apart. We have to play a little bit more passive, I guess. What was the counter to using heals? So the counter to a Pathfinder getting the heals, specifically the onside, is you have one of your teammates throw a sky nade. These right here are the most important nades. You can throw an arc star. An arc star is really, really good on certain maps. It's really good on certain maps. And I'll show you right now. So also look at the counter coming down. If you jump slide into the gate on the count of 1, you actually slide out and get a boost. So that was not it right there, but you can actually like slide out and beat the timer. It gives you like a few second boost. So right here, what I'll do is I'll throw a sky nade on the pill. So you see right there how it landed. If anyone was there, they would get hit. Now, there's a couple things. Okay, so this map, right? You want to take the left side, and here's why you want to take the left side. You want to take the left side because of this. That is where the circle ends on the high ground. You have extra positioning on the... I have 4 batteries. Okay, so in a 2v3 scenario like this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go left side. And here's the reason why I'm going to go left side. Play a little bit differently, right? Like, I'm going to play as if I had 3 teammates. You're going to get 2 extra heals, so you can be able to play a little bit more passive. And we get double money. If we do win, we could buy, like, crazy shit. I still have my ultimate ability as well, which I can use. Especially on this map, using your ultimate ability, you can actually super jump, which is pretty good. I think even PK might even be really good. You're by yourself, bud. But when you're this further into the round, you don't really need double money. I'm going to be honest. When you're this far into the game, you pretty much get max money. So the whole point right now is I want to bleed as much meds as I possibly can. But they're just going to get aggressive. I know they're going to push my teammate right and left. That guy's fucked. Oh, shit. He's gonna lose, yeah. But when your teammate takes a lot of damage, you're just gonna, like, you could just do a lot. So the important thing, in my opinion, is gonna be, I think, again, I think it's more so the utility that the game brings you with nades and whatchamacallit. Yeah, I think nades, specifically on that map, I think nades are super important. I always check at the map first. So because it's right side, left side is free. It's free pills. So if I'm playing, so this is a prime example. If I'm playing against top tier players, what I would do is I would send either a Sentinel player and I have them play here, grab the pills, grab the Sentinel, play up top. You get extra cells. You get to play the headshot. But because I'm Pathfinder, what I want to do is I have my double nades, and there's a grapple spot. The tree is the grapple spot, or this wall. You can do one of two things. You need to be able to learn how to, like... So, right here, grab the tree, slide. And the meds are yours. Right? Climb up. Grab the money. So now we have money. We're good. Now that I know they're on the other side, I'm going to just try to help out my team. Wait. I cracked 2 of them for 300.
Give me a...
So I cracked him, and I know he's going to heal, so I'm going to back up, reposition. Control my shot.
Rampart, crack.
Again, take my time, pop a battery, we're good. So again, round 1 nade, I did 100 and then 112, right? With 1 nade. That's a round 1 play. We did get the money. I didn't get the second money, which is kind of a bummer, but that's a play that you could definitely do. So it's round 2. We're going to look. We know it's shipped. I'm always going to go for the pills. So what I'm going to do in this scenario, I'm not going to buy crazy amount of meds. I'm going to buy an Eva shotgun, this, because I know I'm getting 2 extra batteries. I know I'm getting the extra things. Plus, when you have a lifeline, getting the pills is also really good because you walk away with 6 cells, I believe. So slide out. So the optimal grapple for Pathfinder in this one is I usually slide and I grab this wall. And then I kind of like bunny hop right here. So what I also do too is when I come in sliding, I like to hit this because it stops you. So you don't overslide into the enemy territory. So left side is actually the play. But what I'm going to do, grab a tree. Bunny hop, bunny hop, bunny hop. Sky nades are going to be your biggest change. Sky nades are going to be probably your number 1. I'm not going to go for the pills on the right side because at this point I want to bait the pills on the right side. So there is a strat where you can basically like kick the people off the top. And it's just basically bombardment. So just this, like this. And then your team would normally throw like 3 more nades and do damage with those nades while I queue across. The Revenant's 1 HP. So again, take your time in arena. You don't need to hyper aggress. You could just take your time because we have batteries. We're bleeding out their meds. They're not going for pills. So now my teammate's in there. Wait. So this is going to be an artillery map. So I'm going to show you an Octane play. If somebody picks Octane, I'll just do my normal Pathfinder that I'll show you. So Octane round 1, if it's high ground, I'm going to show you a crazy fucking strat. So look at their team comp. They have nobody to beat me to the middle. They have no speed, right? So the round 1 strat is going to be a jump pad, Eva. Go to Gibraltar. There's like an easy way to get a first kill. Moving up. So the strat basically allows you to just jump at someone's face.
That Octane rush
Yeah, so that Octane rush first round is really, really good, especially if they go high ground. It's a pretty good strat. I'm going to show you a strong round 1 loadout that is quite literally... if I'm going to name these, if I'm going to name it, I'm going to call it hit or miss. So round 1 money is super good to get. So I'm going to charge it up. Not going to waste my grapple because they're all going to take portal. So it's amped. I see Valk. 141 on Valk.
Find the rock then. Hit 87 Wraith, I think. This guy's broke, who's phasing.
All right, so the Sentinel allows you those, like, so the 141 headshot, I wanted the Mozambique. I didn't buy the Mozambique by accident, but the 141 headshot, why do you grab the heals? It didn't matter. I got double money, right? So double money is super, super, super strong. It allowed us to, round one was going to be the Sentinel poking from a distance. As you saw, they were doing double Sentinel, which is super, super strong. But they already have relievers, so it's whatever at this point. But double money, you can see what double money allows you to buy, right? What you could do in this scenario is you can actually save the money here, and just buy a Mozambique. Your next round is going to be insanity.
Oh, fuck.
That was alright. It was alright.
Crossing. Broke that guy crossing around the corner.
I didn't know there was two. Pop a battery, take my time.
Pushing right. I'm pulling it. 50 flash.
I could try to show Rampart here. I think Rampart is good, but what I want to show is I want to show her round one ability. So the other team's going to go ship, right? This allows me to grab money. I can grab pills. But what I'm going to do is I'm gonna place a wall here. A wall here. And now you're just kind of being that poke from the side. So 66, 112, shooting people from afar. It's kind of the gun, right? Rampart is meant for off angling and just being a nuisance from afar. I'm gonna wait for my wall to get up before I shoot. So now I'm just creating a lot of pressure, right? I'm just creating a lot of pressure for my team to just do whatever they want. If they want to peek that head glitch, they're gonna have to go through me. Nice. Well done. So again, Rampart pressure, you know? He's behind this. GG's, boys. Rampart, again, you guys saw it round one. You guys saw it round two. It's really, really strong. It pretty much brings, you know, you could buy more walls and just be stupid more aggressive, which is definitely something that's possible.